fractions this week. We're going to start out by simplifying. We're going to add and subtract in this video as well. So simplifying fractions, remember you're just finding a common factor or a common multiple that both 15 and 30 have in this case. You're trying to find the biggest common factor, the greatest common factor, the GCF between the two, because that'll get your answer faster. But if you can't find the biggest one, you can go piece by piece with smaller ones. In this case, 15 and 30, 15 is both a factor of 15 and 30. So you think to yourself, 15 divided by 15, well, that's 1. 30 divided by 15 is 2. That fraction simplifies down to 1/2. Next one, 32 and 56. So 32, 56. To me, this is a tougher one. 32 and 56 are both even numbers. So maybe you divide both of these by 2 and see what you're left with. 16 and 28. Well, 16 and 28 can still continue to simplify. 16 and 28, again, are both even numbers. So maybe you just try 2 again. We get 8 over 14. Well, we're still there. We still have a common factor. Right, 8 and 14, again, are both even numbers. So maybe we knock them out by 2 again. We get 4 over 7. That's our fully simplified fraction. Now, 32 and 56, both can be divided by 8. You do that, you get 4 over 7, which is the answer we already had. So you can get there quicker by finding the largest common factor. You can get there slower by going piece by piece like I just did. Next one, 12 fifteenths, a little bit easier. 12 and 15 both have 3 as a common factor, so you can divide each of those by 3. We get 4 over 5. Well, we're good there. 4/5 can't go down anymore. Last one, 20 24ths. You find the greatest common factor. Another way you can kind of think about this is list the factors of the smaller number, 20. We got 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. What's the biggest number that's a factor of 24? Happens to be 4. So you divide them both by 4. And we get 5, 6. And there's your answer. Next, we're adding or subtracting. Now, with adding and subtracting fractions, you need to have a common denominator in order to add or subtract. So you need the same thing on the bottom. If you have the same thing on the bottom, it's easy. Like these first two both. 3/5 plus 4/5. All you're doing is doing whatever operation it is, in this case adding, and you just add the tops. We get 7/5. Simplify the fraction if you can. More than likely, you can't do that with adding and subtracting. Same deal here, 11/12 minus 7/12. Same thing on the bottom, just do the operation. When we have 11 minus 7, we get 4/12. This one we can reduce. 4/12 goes down by 4, and we get 1/3. That's the answer I want, not 4/12. Last two. Now, what happens when they are not the same thing on the bottom? We have 1/2 plus 3/8. You need to get the same thing on the bottom. You need a common multiple between 2 and 8. Well, the common multiple happens to be 8. So how do you make this 2 and 8? You multiply by 4. You also have to multiply the top by 4 as well. So you multiply top and bottom by 4. That becomes 4/8 plus 3/8. Combine the tops. we had 7/8 as our answer. Same deal here with 5/14 minus 7/4, or sorry, 3/7. These are not the same numbers. We need them to be the same. So you get a common multiple. Common multiple is 14. 7 to be a 14, you multiply by 2. So you have to multiply the top by 2 as well. You get 5/14 minus 6/14. You get a negative 1/14. And that's all we can do. So you're done.